Yo.
Crash and flow.
I wonder how hard of a sell it was to get Samuel L. Jackson to do this.
I don't think so.
Probably took him.
Samuel Jackson says yes to everything. Star Wars? Yeah. Star Trek? No problem. Marvel? Yes. I mean, those are like honors to be part of. But
I know. I was like, hold on. Those come with millions of dollars.
But
I'm
he
like,
does
you
say
want to
yes
read a
to
baby's
everything.
book?
Yeah.
They'd be like, I
sure.
don't think so. How many shitty movies is Samuel? I feel like Samuel Jackson
We're going right
would
into
be
it.
so picky with everything.
Samuel.
Who's making it? Who are they making it with?
Jackson.
I don't want to do that. Samuel Jackson does not make too many. I don't think he gets out of bed for
I think he makes,
something he doesn't want to do.
He also likes purple. Did you hear about that? That the lightsaber was made purple specifically for him. He requested a purple lightsaber because it was just green and then red, right? Or blue. I don't know. I'm not a nerd.
I'm like, I could tell neither one of us knows, my friend.
This man has been in some movies. Okay, how many movies? I'll tell you right now.
I would guess. What year was his first movie? If you want to guess,
Man,
it's called a guess, Yasin. Don't you know what a guess is?
Okay. 19.
He's like, let me look.
1980. 1986.
I'm gonna say 1976.
1976.
I'm gonna say 76.
1972.
Really? Wow.
1972. He's out there. Hold on a second.
And when was he born? 1971.
Samuel L. Jackson.
He
born
crawled
in
himself-
1948.
1948. Wow. So he wasn't. Wow. So that's not like a.
Okay, how many movies do you think he's in?
I think. I want to say, since my start date is so off, like now I'm like 192.
199 movies.
Oh my God, dude! I should buy a lottery ticket and
Yeah,
miss it by a
man.
little bit.
That guy's been in 199 movies. And you know, a lot of them, I mean, we've seen him in so much stuff. Let's
We can't. There's
we won't be
there's
able
way
to,
too much.
but let me
No.
just start in the 1990s, shall I?
I mean, if you do, you skip Pulp Fiction.
He was in Juice. No, Pulp Fiction was. No, I'm starting at 1991. Here we go. So he's in Juice, Patriots Game, Loaded Weapon,
know any of this shit.
Jurassic Park, True Romance.
I know that one.
Okay, he's in
Ooh,
there.
I don't know that.
He was in Pulp Fiction, obviously. A bunch of movies that we don't know. Die Hard with a Vengeance, Fluke,
I don't know that.
Jackie Brown, The Sphere.
know
Remember Sphere?
Oh,
was
I
a
remember
good
The Sphere.
Sci-fi movie. That was great.
Jodie Foster
And then Star
or
Wars.
Helen
The Fan-
Hunt. I forget.
They're the same.
similar.
They're the same. Interchangeable white ladies. Star
Yeah.
Wars Episode 1, Phantom Menace, which we used to be like, yo, these movies are crap compared to the originals. And then we got what Hollywood gave us now, and we're like, you know what? These are classics.
These are classics.
You know?
Padme.
He was in SmackDown, okay? Shaft, all right? Formula 51.
Yeah, of course he was in Shaft.
You know, of course. There's no one else. Triple X, SWAT, Basic, Kill Bill,
Basic. I saw Basic. It's horrible.
The Incredibles,
He was Incredibles. Oh yeah, the freeze.
Lucius
Frozone.
Best, Frozone.
Frozone.
Could it be anyone else? Couldn't be.
No, Morgan Freeman. That's the only other dude.
Yeah, exactly.
You
No, Morgan
almost feel
Freeman is
racist,
not-
even.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
there are different flavors.
Yeah, Morgan Freeman is not cool.
No,
Morgan Freeman is
this guy's
classic,
Yes,
but he's not cool.
Yeah.
You need to.
He's more umami. This guy. He's got some soy sauce in him. He's like, is this Oriental? Is it?
He's in Boondocks, Unthinkable, Iron Man 1, 2, obviously. As dude, he's
Who was in
been
Boondocks?
In movies. Yeah,
Who was in Boondocks? Who was he in Boondocks?
Gin Rummy.
Damn it! I don't know who that is. I gotta watch my Boondocks again.
I would love to. I would love for it to come back, but I don't think it could ever do what it did before. That shit is. I think the only reason why they got it is because it was only black people that was part of that show. Because the shit that they were doing on that show. I rewind.
What do you
I
mean?
watched a couple episodes before, and I'm like, I mean, it's not an easy swallow, right? I
What do
feel
you
like someone
mean?
should. I
Which
feel someone
part?
should get. You know what? I gotta go back. I remember just my feeling was like, ooh, but I gotta go back and rewatch for me to get an actual an actual example.
My some of my favorite highlights of that show were a pimp named Slickback. And his name was a pimp named Slickback. So every time you call him a pimp named Slickback. And they try to like have it flawlessly in the movie. I thought it was awesome.
Was there?
But yeah,
was a Boondocks movie. I missed that.
Man, it must have been like just a TV movie. But back to Samuel.
Okay. Anyway, Samuel Jackson. He's been around. He's been doing his stuff. He's doing crazy amounts of stuff, man. Let's see net worth. We might as well. We go right here. We're right here. Take your guess, brother.
I don't know, man. This guy's been around 200 million.
250 million.
I'm having a good guess day.
Yeah, you will actually.
I should be guessing people's weight.
Right. I don't know why this is this stat, but this is this stat. He has appeared collectively in movies that have grossed $27 billion worldwide. I mean, it's a stat.
It's a stat. I'm not interested.
Right? Just right at the halfway point of the game, you're like, what else do I have to say about this game?
No, he's like, it's Robert Ory. I know he has a part to play, but like you're on always somebody else's team.
For the most part, unless you're Shaft.
True. I don't think Shaft was that good. But he's in all the Star Wars, all the Marvels. You know, he's like, he knows what he's doing.
Deep Blue Sea. I forgot to bring that up.
Deep Blue Sea. You did forget Deep Blue Sea.
That was one of the best ones, in my opinion.
He got eaten by a shark abruptly. He was in the middle of his rants.
Yeah, well, and the shark wasn't even in the water. He was in land, technically, and then he gets eaten by a shark. So he didn't even get eaten by a shark in a situation where you would expect him to get eaten by a shark.
Well, you know what? In the movie's defense, those sharks were doing things sharks shouldn't be doing.
Right. They were genetically engineered to be smarter, right?
They were testing Alzheimer's medicine on these sharks' brains.
Forgot nothing.
They got forgotten. They remember everything. Yep.
You know what? I like a good shark movie. I love The Meg. Dude, I loved it.
That's not a good shark movie, but I see what you're trying to say. You like a shark movie, is what you're trying to say.
I tried watching
Jaws again.
Sharknado.
Dude, have you seen Jaws? Did you watch Jaws? Stop with your bullshit movies. Like you took it to Sharknado. Is that the one with the tornado with sharks in it?
Yeah, it was horrible. Couldn't finish it. No, I don't remember watching Jaws all the way.
Oh man, Jaws is pretty intense if you watch it.
Still good?
It's still great. Yeah, Spielberg in his he's trying real hard to be directing at that time too.
Yeah, it seems that Spielberg doesn't try very hard nowadays.
He's producing. He tells other people. He's probably just disappointed with them not being able to execute on his vision. Probably, right? It's like, I knew what I signed on for when I, signed on for this movie. This guy is...
Steven Spielberg is the Will Smith of directors. Yeah. Very good, but can't keep a streak going. And in the early days, fantastic. Untouchable. Untouchable. Jurassic Park, dude, amazing. There's never going to be another one like that. That movie, that it was just too perfect. But after that, I don't know, man. What has he done recently in the last 10 years?
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing. Watch, there's going to be some amazing movie that I totally
forgot.
But at
some point, you just have to stop. Like at some point, this is what I've been doing. I did what I did.
Stopping
now give
is
me
one thing.
Billions of dollars.
Stopping is one thing, but you go out on the top, right?
He did Indiana Jones, the bad one, with Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, he did.
What did he direct? Produce? I'm not gonna hold against him.
No, 181. He's done. He can do it all, whatever he wants to do. Okay, here we go. Director. Okay. The Fableman. Okay, so this is all new stuff that we don't know. Warhorse. Didn't watch it. Lincoln, didn't watch it. Bridge of Spies, I think I might have watched that one. Yeah, I watched that. Bridge of Spies. It's just a Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg joint. Right? That's the Eminem and Dr. Dre.
I feel like Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg joint is like milk and a biscuit.
Yeah.
It's not a joint. It's just like...
Oh, that's not what
it's bland.
The joint
it's good. They've made some Catch Me If You Can. Yeah. Wasn't that one of their joints?
Hold on a second. Indiana Jones, Munich. Munich was okay. World of Worlds.
Munich.
bomb. The Terminal, meh. Catch Me If You Can, fantastic. Minority Report,
was great.
pretty good.
It was pretty good.
AI, okay. Jaws, the deleted
okay.
scenes. Get this off the list.
How many years after the regular Jaws did they do the deleted scenes?
So that was 2000, and then Jaws came out in 1975.
That's so funny. They were holding on to those deleted scenes.
Oh my God. The Unfinished Journey, then Saving Private Ryan. So really, where he is amazing is 2001 or 2002,
Bro.
all the way to 1991. Hook. That's it. He's got that solid
80s?
bit. Yeah.
What does he have in the 80s?
In the 80s, he has The Color Purple. And
That was incredible.
yeah, I'm not saying it's not.
I cried. I was just like,
That's
you make me cry, you win.
That's a very, it's a very strong reaction, but okay. Yeah,
That was a fantastic movie and book.
Color Purple, Indiana Jones: The Last Crusade, E.T. So in 1980s, he's doing some Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
That was good too.
And you have Jaws and whatnot. And didn't he have? Wasn't his biggest movie that I haven't? Schindler's List, 1993.
Schindler's List.
So like
Those were
early 90s.
He had a 10-year of 5-6 great movies.
Absolute fire. Absolute.
Who's
fire.
up against that?
Okay.
Who's up against that?
It's only like Scorsese, and really Scorsese makes only one type of movie, so it's not like it's not like that big of a range. I don't know.
It's a good movie.
But and Denis Villeneuve is fantastic. I think he's great, but he's not aged like this man.
No.
Christopher Nolan, pretty good. But yeah, as far as like old school, you're right. That 10-year,
Give the guy his credit.
That
He can
10-year
make
is
some
so
bad
strong.
movies.
It covers for like 3 decades afterwards.
No,
He's just
man.
phoning it in, the BFG, the Boast, or whatever. Okay, I was
How'd
too
we get
harsh.
here? How'd we get
I
on
was too
Samuel
harsh.
Jackson?
Because your book, Go to Fuck to Sleep.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. That podcast was starting with me just showing you a book, and we got here 10 minutes later, 12 minutes later.
To fuck to sleep. I like it. Yep. It's good. Will you actually read it to your child without censoring?
Man, I curse enough already around him. It's pretty aggressive. Like, I haven't curtailed it even slightly from not having a baby around.
Right, fair
I'll
enough.
stop when he curses.
Isn't that when it's like damage is already done?
You would think so, yeah. But, it's okay. It's not the worst thing in the world.
I don't think so. No, that's fine. He prays 5 times a day, but swears like a sailor.
Every now and then.
It's
yeah,
okay.
he drops like his apple. He's like, fuck.
It'd be more funny. It'd be like, fuck, I'm late for Thor.
Yeah.
It'd be like, on one hand, you shouldn't be swearing. On the other hand, you're staying on top of your prayers. So, young boy, I'll let that go.
Yeah. Yeah. Let that shit go. Let that fucking shit go this time. It's funnier if you can mix in Dicker, but it seems wrong to just mix in Dicker.
Yeah, that's why I went with the name of the prayer. I couldn't. There was nothing else.
No.
There was not.
Started sleeping in a crib yesterday, my boy.
Oh, okay. You know what? I thought you started sleeping in his crib. I'm like,
No.
I started sleeping in the crib yesterday.
Bro. Well, we went from his vibrating crib
Yeah.
to a normal crib. Mm-hmm. But I would love to slip in his vibrating crib. Just don't make him that size.
Does he miss the vibrating crib?
Nah. He stopped using the vibration aspect of it about a month and a half ago, so we were just putting him in there. But we wouldn't turn the vibration part of it on.
He doesn't need his training wheels anymore. That's amazing.
No, it's $2,000. We're good for 4 months. Now we sell it to somebody else.
Expensive training wheels. Yeah, you're gonna sell it.
Here's
to
the
someone.
funny thing.
Yeah.
Because of the supply chain issues, I can sell it for more.
Yeah, you could.
Because it's harder to find. I'm like, you can have this tomorrow. I've shampooed it. Because the wait time is 2 months to get it from America.
Would that make you an asshole?
No.
Just this
No,
is the market.
Yeah.
This is the open market.
Oh, no. I mean, selling it for more?
You know what? No,
the richest
it's not
of the rich
because
people
this
buy
is so
this
rich.
shit.
Yeah, it's so rich. It's
Yeah,
not like,
exactly.
It's not like a basic crib. This is like the Rolls Royce of cribs. So really, you'd just be ripping off someone who's very rich who probably lies on his taxes as well. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, sell it for even more extra.
It's going to Oakville. I'm not even shampooing it.
Buy me a shawarma.
Right. I'm gonna get. I like how your standards are. You want a shawarma out of this whole transaction?
Yeah, just a little bit extra for me. That'd be good. Oh, you already got a buyer? You're selling it out? Man, you sold your.
We're
Sorry, go
We're
ahead.
gonna give it to one of Farah's friend's sister who's having a kid,
Okay.
and is gonna pay for it. Yes. So
Nice.
Kind
Nice.
of like
So it's not give.
It's thousands of dollars for
Yeah,
that.
I'm not giving that
can't
crap.
Give somebody.
No, you can't just be giving that up.
I'm totally good friend. You know,
Yeah, but
hundreds
not-
of dollars, thousands.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got to give birth to me.
Yeah, exactly. I was given some stuff. I'm like really like fortunate. I've got great friends. I got a bassinet from Henna, really nice one. And Faiza gave me a Mamaroo. That thing shakes the baby like this.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
And then it has another setting. You click a button, then it shakes it like this. And
you look,
click
you look
another
like,
button, it goes like this.
you look like an auntie that were doing the dua to me.
Oh, I know. He hates it. It's $400.
Yeah.
He does not like sitting in it. I have to put
I
in
like
storage.
it. I like it. I want your kid to grow up to be exactly like you. That all of this extra frivolous stuff in the world is not. He's like, you know what? I just need a bottle, a regular wooden crib. That's it.
Yep.
Get rid of this vibration
even-
crib over here. I don't need
even
this
worry
shit.
about a nipple. No.
Just give me a
got
straw.
My wife as a mom. He's got my wife as a mom.
That's. I mean, that's. She's fancy.
She fancy.
So she's gonna be. He might show up in between the two of you.
Yeah, let's see what happens. He's interesting thing. He should be sitting up now, which he doesn't do, and he should be able to crawl, which he doesn't. But he can stand and hold on to something on his own power.
Okay.
And he shouldn't be able to do that. But he can literally just stand there for like 5-10 minutes, touch things.
The thing is that it's not
And,
like it's occurred to him that he's at the particular age that he needs to do this other thing. Like, how are you going to communicate to him and be like, because he might be able to do it, he just doesn't want to do it.
Yeah, the crawling thing, you put him on his belly and he just kind of like flails there. So I think he's...
Or maybe
don't
he
know,
just
man.
hasn't figured out. Maybe I should move a little bit
If he
around.
had a dog, I feel like he'd learn faster. He's like, look at that guy go.
Hey man,
I'm right there.
animals got to learn a lot quicker, right? You see the giraffes that are born. First of all, it's like a 6-foot drop to the ground.
6-foot drop.
So they
Hello
fall
world.
right in
Yeah.
a like a wet mattress in a puddle, right? And then immediately it's like, get up, there's hyenas, get the fuck up, we gotta go. We've wasted already too much time delivering you on this spot. Now we gotta move, man. You smell like afterbirth. Everyone in the neighborhood is smelling it. You got to get up, and if you don't get up, you get eat, right? So
eat.
every
You smell
giraffe that's
delicious.
walking around, they got up within 30 seconds of hitting the ground, and they literally hit the ground.
Man,
If a baby hits the ground, a human baby hits the ground,
done.
that's it. There's no more baby.
it's done. Yeah. I don't think you can even drop him from the delivery table.
No, can't.
No.
That's it. That's a game over scenario. So yeah, every giraffe.
It's crazy.
You should.
I don't want to talk about the delivery room. It smells.
Oh, does it? Oh man.
It smells eventually. It
Yeah.
depends what's the situation in there.
Right. But we're assuming certain things are coming out. So
Something's definitely coming out. You don't have to assume, my friend. One way or another, someone's open.
all right, we'll move on to more pleasant things.
Something inside is outside. It smells.
It looks like you want to keep going.
I don't know, man. I hadn't thought about it until you brought it up.
Right. Yeah. I'm getting a little bit of some light PTSD, but it's PTSD.
I'm looking
that,
forward to you getting it. I
Why?
mean,
Or
once you go through it, there'll be
think
some
I'm just gonna
material there.
I'm just gonna be like having a 10,000-yard stare.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I think I'm going to do, right? It's a very simple science, my friend. Okay, all you need to do is exposure therapy, right?
Okay, you're
So-
gonna volunteer.
So what I'm going to do
the
is
singles clinic?
I'm going to ask Nazia to bring your friend to Workday. I know she doesn't deliver babies,
Right.
but maybe she can do that temporarily during the time that I need this.
And you say this. You say, Nazia, if you're delivering any babies for women that don't
I
have
want to
husbands,
watch.
I want to watch. You're gonna say I'll support them through the pregnancy.
Nah, I'm not touching.
You'd be like, push, Jennifer, push.
I'm trying to be like I'm trying to convert them at the same time, try to become Muslim.
I wasn't even thinking that. I don't know why you are. You're
I
married.
don't know. I'm just trying to. No,
There's no
I'm not trying to
point
marry
anymore.
them.
Just convert during their
I
labor.
just convert them to Islam, and then they can be on their way. They'll be saved. you know?
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll just, help deliver a few kids. And by that time,
So funny. As soon as I say
I'll
a
be
white
ready to
woman's
go.
name, he was like, I'll convert her. This is the only way this fantasy works. I was like, why are you converting? This is a joke. Why are you converting them? Oh, in my mind, my fantasy, I convert the white woman and that she marries.
I'm just trying to save people. And if
I
we're
know.
already
It's-
if we're already working on a hypothetical, I might as well hypothetically save some people from hell. You know?
That should be a service that you can get a strong, person to support you through a labor in case your husband
Then
can't
you got to be
there.
on call, just in case the husband is late.
Yeah.
So you just go in there. And you're holding her hand and whatnot, and once when the dad comes in, I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm late, and I'm like, don't worry, bro, it's only six centimeters dilated, it's all good. High five the dude, and then just walk out, and then the guy's gonna ask me like, how can I repay you? I'm like, don't worry, Venmo me, you transfer me, just $50, and that's enough.
All of your fantasy end in a spot where I'm just like, where did we end with this $50 again?
I'm trying to make a little bit of money too. Okay. Things are tight. It's COVID time.
It's a gift. It's a gift if you're able to, calm women during labor.
Right. Have you done it?
Because you're not going to do the right things the first time, right?
You're
It's
definitely
like you've
not.
been
No.
Yeah, you're just trying to keep your own shit together the first
Right.
time, let alone support anybody else. That's way too much. That's way too much of an ask.
Yeah.
The ask should be, don't pass out, like, don't look right in the, just keep staring.
You know what's too much of an ask as well? Having to wash a corpse before burial.
I'm going to let you run with this for a while.
Okay, so, but my uncle passes away, right? And we go to the mosque, and you got to prepare the body. Now, you have to prepare the body. I thought, and I think I was in high school at the time. I'm thinking to myself, I'm not preparing the body. This is not my brother. It's from my uncle, right? And then I got an inkling that my dad expected me to be in the room to help prepare the body as well. And I was like, fuck that, right? So this was Jami Mosque, so in Toronto. And have you been in the old Jami Mosque? No. Okay, so in the old Jami Mosque, it's a converted Presbyterian church from like the 1946 or something like that. Anyway,
That's what's up.
So they have a sister section that's a little bit that's elevated. It's the second floor, and then there's another section where they just throw. They still have the old pews, dividers, and things like that. And I found that place, and I just stayed there. And my dad couldn't find me for like a couple hours. And he was busy doing the thing. And that's how I avoided it. That's a big ask. I'm scared. I don't want to be preparing bodies, dude. But apparently it's like a religious rite.
Yeah, no, I've thought about that a lot.
Yeah.
But it's you only think about it with your family attached to it, right? So,
Yeah. Not my uncle.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to do that. And that was dark. Ooh, let's talk about life, Syed. Let's not talk about
I
death.
know you were the one who came here. I was talking about birth. You went right to funeral and you were laughing and shit. And I was like, is he high? Seems so detached from this death. It's a long time ago.
It is what it
You're
is.
not crazy.
Right.
You're fast. You got a shaved head. You're good.
It is today is my anniversary.
First anniversary.
First anniversary, indeed.
Marriage.
Yeah. For a year.
1 year.
Did it for a year.
12 months.
What an amazing accomplishment for me.
Mashallah.
Thank you. So,
I
yeah.
didn't think you'd be able to.
Oh, wow.
You were like, you know what? No, I totally think. I mean, honestly, how hard is it? Like, come on, during a pandemic, you get something, you hold on to that shit.
In fact, even more difficult during the pandemic, right? There's so many
You would
people.
say so?
So many people will say this one thing. I've heard this all the time. The first year is the toughest. It needs to.
true,
that is
actually.
the most amount of adjustments that needs to be done, learning that needs to be done. All this other stuff is very difficult. And either one of us didn't have 8 hours to be apart because everyone's working from home and there's nowhere else to go. It's not like you're gonna go to the gym. No jujitsu, nothing.
True.
So
shit, dude. You don't have to be on the floor to give me the coffee. Oh my God. She's on. I thought it was a little
Army crop.
Thank you. Dude, I almost peed myself.
Well, that's very nice of her.
Yeah, it's whipped cream. Look how much whipped cream
What do you
is
what
in
are you
this
drinking?
coffee.
Are you drinking like
This is 2 shots of espresso with whipped cream.
that's it?
That's it. That's all that's in here.
Okay, so the whipped cream eventually melts into the espresso and becomes cream?
No. Basically, you just chug it in like 3-4 sips, which is kind of sweet. The whipped cream, and you just leave the basically 80% whipped cream. It's called a doppio.
Let me Google this.
Doppio, Doppio.
Vinegar Doppio. That is a
What?
anime character.
Okay. Can you type in Starbucks?
Yeah, I had to go drink a double shot extracted using a double handle in the basket. The results is 60 milliliter drink double amount of the single espresso, more commonly called a standard double. Doppio is an Italian that means double. I thought it just meant you were dope for drinking so little.
Maybe.
Okay, so an espresso is one shot, and a doppio is a double shot of an espresso. So it's an espresso times 2. That's exactly what that is. So, yeah. Why does one need that much caffeine? Someone who has desensitized themselves to a regular one shot. It just requires 2, or your father, and you need to wake up.
No, I have a coffee. There's too much coffee, and it upsets my stomach. Mm-hmm. So I can have a tiny amount of coffee if it's super strong, and there's not enough content of liquid to upset my stomach.
Right,
It's just
not
like
enough
a
to
little
make
bit,
you
right?
poop.
Exactly. But when I have a coffee, yeah, it's weak. It's pretty amazing how weak my stomach is. I'm impressed.
I think you got a good handle on it now.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
Letter greens.
You know what made me happy? Just recently, I heard that Macaulay Culkin was dating someone, and it wasn't just
No
a
way.
transient thing. He's been dating someone. Macaulay Culkin is dating. Hold on, Macaulay Culkin is married to. Wait, hold on.
The story changes. Because now you're proud of Macaulay Culkin for being married to someone. Which is a weird thing to just to be proud. Like, I'm proud of him to be married to someone. I'm like, what? You're married to someone. Also, just to clarify,
Yeah.
I had no doubt you'd be able to stay married for a year because you know yourself so well. You're like, you've been through enough of you to know what to watch out for in yourself. You're like, all right, Yasin. What would Yasin do? You're older now, so you know what to do.
That's fair. A lot of
Honestly,
times I call you and
that's-
I just tell you about the red flag that I saw within myself.
No, but bro, it's the same. I'm so fortunate. I'm like this old to have a kid. I'm like, oh, I'm glad. I have so much more patience in terms of like the kid and the wife because I'm this
Right.
old. If I was like 29, I don't know if I'd hold on to any of this shit.
I don't think so.
It'd be hard. It's hard. I'd be angry. I'd be saying things.
I remember you when you were 29. I'm pretty sure,
I know. Yeah.
and you were rough around the edges. I mean, this is the reason why I loved you, but good lord, dude.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just like hanging out. I'm like,
Yeah, strong male energy. There is a lot of strong male energy. Guys like it. And it's not like I didn't have a lot of we female friends. I was just like, so many things I regret. In terms of things I've said and stuff. But
yeah,
you know,
there's still
God bless.
a
You
couple
grow up.
stories that I think about. Amazing.
Oh man, other things I
Amazing.
think about, I make dua for forgiveness about. Some of these things I've done, I don't even know if the other person remembers,
Well, it's good,
but
You know
I feel
what?
super bad about it. So.
Yeah. And every time you get into a situation where you either you do some shrooms or you just have like a high anxiety couple of days, you go to sleep, your brain starts thinking about the things that you did, and you're like,
4 a.m. tonight, dude. I was thinking about some stuff I've done.
Yeah.
And then I started thinking about refugees at the Belarusian border. Mm-hmm. I slept 4.5 hours. I don't know where I went. Anyways.
no, It's fine. It's good.
It's
you know.
fine.
But what's the hardest temptation when you start thinking about the things that you've done is you can't. I want to call them. Be like, let me call them right now. Let them know how sorry I am.
You can.
What if they forgot? Now you're just bringing it up.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Well, you know what? Every time I've done it 3 times. I felt good.
Yeah. I've said all the sorries. I think before I got married, I was like, you know what? Let me settle some stuff. Or during like some heartbreak situation, I figured, you know what? Let me just clear slate. So I did some work.
I once told a girl, so this girl's like beautiful, like model level beautiful, right? Like you're like, all right, yeah, that's a very pretty lady. And she said something, I don't know what it was. And I said, you're just saying that because your left eyebrow is a little bit bigger than your right? I had never noticed, who notices people's eyebrows? And she was like, you noticed. And I was just like, I just walked away because that's how my brain was built. It's like you say something crazy like that. You say like, that's why your brain, head's too big for your body. And then you just walk away. And
so you didn't even notice the eyebrows. You just wanted to say something incredulous.
Something
and
crazy.
walk away. But it just so happens that you hit like this specific nerve that was like an electroshock.
I realized that in the walk away. I'm like, oh, I think that landed.
I think that was.
I had to go back.
Yeah.
And she was like, hey, sometimes things they don't seem like it's a big deal to some of us. And I was like, hey, listen. If you were to ask me right now, I couldn't tell you which one's bigger. They seem the same. I tried to iron it out. I was like, I've never even seen your eyebrows. I'm doing it all wrong. Like, who cares about your eyebrows?
You're Voldemort to me. I can't see nothing.
Yeah, dude.
They don't even exist. I don't see eyebrows.
With lips like that, no one's worried about your eyebrows. Like, I wasn't going to win it with grace. But, like, we're cool.
We're as cool as can be after you detonated a 5 megaton.
She's on TV now. She's on TV. She's all set. We had her on the podcast.
We had her on the podcast?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. And, like, that lady.
And she came on the podcast. Or was this after the fact?
No. I did this years before. But, like, I was able to iron this out. Like, I am
good.
Pretty good at ironing things out, alhamdulillah.
Well done. Enough for them to become
acquaintance. And somebody who doesn't hate you. Yes, that's where I get to. Yeah. Neutrality.
Well done, man. Well done. That's actually pretty good. I ran into her, Pearson, one day. They were waiting for like a family that was taken hostage for a while, and then they were just being released, and there was maybe 5 or 6 reporters, and that. What is happening? Why? Who's coming on this flight? And
I'll see her. Yeah. Who the refugee? I see her on the streets, and I'll just be like, "Hey, what's the news? What's the news?" And she's like, "Nothing." There's a lot, like.
I like how she still attempts to answer the question.
No, she's pretty chill. I think people, if you're a reporter, if you're on the street, I think people mess with you with that kind of shit all the time. Sure. Like, what's the breaking news? How's the pasta?
They do all talk the same, right?
Yeah.
Like. Witnesses say they saw the speeder drive 40 kilometers an hour.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And it's also, regardless of the news anchor,
whatever
until you
they
get
say,
to sports, the sports person's like overly...
He's too crazy. He's like, this dunk was crazy.
Oh, yeah. Slipping and sliding, wheeling and dealing. And then like he's just saying weird things between the plays,
Oh, you can't touch this.
Yeah.
So anyway...
It's true. The weather person's pretty the same everywhere.
Now weather persons are all super hip, right? There's that weather person guy who goes around dancing, right? He dances
assholes.
On weathers, and then now he's got his own IG or TikTok or whatnot. He dances all over the place.
You're a meteorologist. You're an ologist. Asshole, stop dancing. Take your job seriously. You're not the sports person making onomatopoeias for no reason, all right? You went to school. Act like it.
I mean, how much schooling is it required for meteorology? The wind that goes here, the earth stays the same.
The wind that goes here. Sound like
sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's hot, sometimes there's rain in it, sometimes there's snow.
Take a scarf, what it is. Just in case. That's the weather. And life advice.
That's it. That's it, man.
Now I'm looking down at the floor in case there's a little baby woman there. As a flashback. My wife scared me so much.
She's like, I also bought this Danish.
Dude, there's a cup coming at me and I have these on, so I couldn't hear the
Can't
sneak
hear
up. I
anything.
didn't know she was in the house.
Yeah.
Because she went out with a baby.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, there's something by your foot, and you almost kick it. And you're like, ah. It's got me.
Yeah, it did get you. Did we talk about the Rock's? Yeah, we did. So we can move off of that. There was.
Did you see that Saad Sheikh sends you John Cena speaking in Chinese and then The Rock speaking in Chinese?
I didn't see The Rock speaking Chinese.
Bro?
John Cena. Everyone's seen John Cena speaking Chinese.
No. This is. I've seen this so many times in the last 3 days just to watch it. Oh, it's amazing. I need you to watch this and play it at the same time, my friend. All right? Or at the very least, I need you to watch this.
Send it.
It's been sent.
Okay. It is being downloaded.
So as people
Oh
listen,
yeah, I've seen this. But
first it's John Cena talking in Chinese, and you'll know it, and then there's Rock talking in Chinese.
Okay, I've seen this before. You've misled me by the second statement, but
Oh no, play it, my friend.
You want the Chinese version? I'll give you that too. 我有金有带，我是冠军，我永远不放弃。
Let The Rock tell you in Chinese.
Uh-oh. Chinese?
金榜叮当 hit Stone Cold IE.
Yeah, The Rock kills it. He does more with less. You know what I mean?
He really does. He really does.
Let it go at the end. Beautiful.
That's a cancelable offense.
Now it is.
In
2022. We're in 2022. There's a lot of twos in this year. You okay?
Sorry, yeah. Yeah, no, I'm fine. Yeah, no. But before it's that. But the thing is that like that's a decent joke. But it's
What?
not back to. It's not back to back. It's because it's not The Rock responding back to John Cena in that. No. It seems that The Rock was just like, I said it in English, now I'll say it in Chinese. Unless he was in China. Because
I don't know why
WWE
The
goes
Rock,
all over.
I don't know what the context was. I know the context of John Cena. John Cena's like, I've been learning Chinese.
I'm going to flex
And
this,
people,
yes.
I'm going to flex some Chinese. Except nobody's like, ooh, Chinese. You know, no one's
no
like...
one, no one is
Everybody's
like,
like, what are you doing? John Cena? Your name is John. Stop it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's good for him. I would like to see The Rock go back. What? Sorry, go ahead.
Go back to what? Wrestling?
Yeah, just every once in a while, it just shows up and he just gets everyone pumped. I just like watching that. I don't really watch the fights. I just watch his entrances, his talk. Everyone just like frothing at the mouth to see The Rock again. Throws the mic down, and then that's it. Even if they start fighting, I'm like, okay, now I don't need to watch this anymore.
One thing I love about wrestling is like a wrestler's entrance music will come on. Yeah. And then everybody will just immediately lose it.
They know.
Because they know before they hear a wolf howl, they're like, oh shit, it's whoever the wolf howl is, you know? And then the light hits them.
Yeah. Those are stars, you know? I would think it would be cool to see that in UFC. There's only a couple fighters that come out with the same music all the time. And some of the UFC fighters got some really questionable music.
Really bad music.
Including Conor McGregor.
Sinead O'Connor.
Yeah, or I thought it was always Enya, but yeah,
No, it's Sinead O'Connor. She's Irish.
Okay, fair enough.
She actually had Sinead come out with him in one of the fights.
Sing once? She sing while walking? Yeah.
Dude, she was singing and Connor's coming out and shit. It's pretty wild.
He's just doing his elastic arms.
He's pretty stoic. It's going to be a big year for him. Just figuring out what the hell his whole life is about.
It's going to be a big year. He is big this year. Have you seen him?
Yeah,
Conor McGregor is incredibly beefy.
He's getting... Yeah, and I get it. They were like, oh, this is during a workout. But I'm like, I work out. I don't put on 20 pounds for the workout. Like, you know. He looks exceptionally large. He looks over 200 pounds.
Oh, he's on some type of sauce. For sure.
Monoclonal antibodies.
How come we can't get monoclonal
You can. You can go to Hamilton. They have clinics. You could just get them.
Oh, you do? They just go to Hamilton, just pick them up?
I Googled it. I was like, in Canada, how hard is like a clinic right over there? And they're like, it's in the news. They're like, hey, this clinic has really good effects for people with COVID issues. Go there.
So you just walk in. Okay. So if you feel like you get sick, right, you can just
you probably need to be referred. You have to. I'm sure you have to be referred by a specialist. But like,
damn, how are you going to get a specialist?
Make a friend. We have 5 doctor friends.
Yeah, that's true.
Like at our age, if you don't have a friend in a profession, that's on you. That you didn't make our network.
Yeah, your network is so small.
Mandatory in a utility, like that's not like.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Nazia, here we come.
Yeah, man.
So, would you have done it if it got a little rough for you?
Yeah, of course. Why not? Of course. I mean, of course is the only answer. I'm like, no.
I would have fought it off myself.
Yeah, I was just like, I like to get in I'd like to dig a hole of sand and get in it, and it helps me just get better, like a Black Panther.
Fair enough.
And if not, then I'm already in a hole.
Then that's it. Just time to exit this world.
Yeah.
All right.
You ever have a facial? I know you want to end it off, and it is time to end it. Off. It is.
No.
What's the last time you had a facial?
I haven't had a facial in a while. I don't know. Does it look like it? I feel my skin's pretty good. But,
bro, you look like you get facials.
You could always.
You seem clean. You seem like a guy who would every now and it would not surprise anybody if you said,
I get facials,
twice a year. If you said twice a year, everybody would be like, that looks like about right. But
I think I want one.
On King Street, there's a hammam. Mm-hmm. And it's like hammam by whatever, but it's on King Street. It's by Rodney's Oyster House. Yeah. And they give you a facial, and you feel this facial for like 3 days. You've been facial.
Did you just have another one? Because you did bring this up the last time you had it.
No, I didn't. But I recently used some cream I got from there. Like you buy these tiny creams for like $80, $100.
Yeah, rejuvenated.
And I was like, my skin needs this shit because my skin's like just like absorbs it immediately.
Just pulling it from the bottle.
Yeah, my skin's like, you've had this shit.
Was it made out of baby seals?
I don't know, but I will tell you this: when you go for the facial, where you've paid for the whole thing, the ladies there, they don't care about how much they use, and it looks like they use like a shampoo bottle full of lotion on you. Like no joke. I felt like I had absorbed. I sat 50 minutes in the sauna, came out for this facial, and my body was just absorbing it. I'd highly recommend it for you and your lady. Trust me, you'd like it the most.
All right, fair enough. I will most definitely do that very soon when it opens up again. Wanted to bring the lady to Ripley's, but Ripley's closed. And again, defying all logic.
Why?
Because, okay.
Yeah.
In Ripley's, all you do is walk, right? So you don't you don't really stay in one spot for very long. It's very nicely ventilated because it's an aquarium. You got to move your air around, and also the ticket is a timestamp, so they can control how many people walk through the door and how many people walk through the entire exhibit. It's literally one of the most controlled environments that's indoor. And if you reduced it by a certain amount, and you only allowing people who are vaccinated in it. What the frick, dude?
I don't even know how to engage with you on this. And yet, because, like, honestly, I can't have any more COVID conversations.
No, I
feel
can't.
like we're all double and triple vax.
I'm just upset.
Most of us have had COVID at this point. Mm-hmm. Like, in the last 5 days in Ontario, I think the official number of people who've been tested is something crazy, but they're saying that's around 1/3 of the actual number.
Yeah, because everyone's getting tested with they test at home and they see that they get it and then they're just riding it out.
I was like, you take that plus the 80% of people who are vaccinated, open Ripley's. That's all I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying. Man, it would have been a great thing.
It's
but
so
anyway.
sad. Fred VanVleet, triple-double. Nobody saw it.
Nobody saw it.
Nobody saw it. Guy's best game of his life.
Amazing. And you remember? Do you remember the quote that Van Vliet said about the city? Hold on a second.
What did he say?
We'll close on this. We will close on this. Van Vliet quote.
And you guys, if you guys haven't voted for the All-Star game, maybe we'll put that in the intro. Is we got to get Fred some votes. He's putting it out there.
Yeah.
Also, R.I.P. Sidney Poitier. I don't know if you guys ever.
Sidney Poitier's passed away.
Dude,
Oh, man.
you didn't know Sidney? Yes, yesterday. I
did
believe.
not know Sidney Poitier. My dad is going to be so sad. He loved those movies.
Oh, he's got. I used to watch. There was one called Buck and the Preacher. It's from like 1972. Sidney Poitier was like strong when they were like, you can't have this guy slapping white people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he slapped
Can't even
a
have
white
black
man
people in
a
the
movie.
studio. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, take this. Take this.
R.I.P. Sydney.
I can't. Hold on 1 second. I'll just try to pull it up. And if I can't, then I'm just going to let it go.
While Yasin is pulling that up, go to your Google, put in NBA All-Star, and put in your vote. Vote for DeMar, vote for Fred, and you can honestly just stop there. You don't have to vote for everybody, and that's all right. Even if you don't watch basketball, Fred supported Palestine. DeMar, rumored Muslim. That's what I hear. And I like it. I will vote for a rumored Muslim if he's putting up 28, 6, and 6, baby. That's what I'm saying.
Is DeMar really rumored to be a Muslim?
Oh, yeah,
Because
my
that would
brother
be
said he.
that'd be the coolest
Yeah.
Muslim ever. Because he's also Crip.
That'd be the coolest Muslim ever, DeMar DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan, a Muslim who was part of the Crips. Come on now. That's the greatest thing ever. Okay, I can't find the quote, but we got to end this podcast. People, it's been episode 321. Thank you for hanging with us. We'll be back in a week. Probably back in the live studio. No, in the real studio. We're never live. Take care of yourselves. We'll be back in a week. Good night.
Why not?
We're ready.
Just call it the live studio, like 100% meat, you know, when McDonald's got their meat from a
that's
company
true.
called
That's
100%.
true. It was the live studio.
Welcome to the live studio.
Yo. Crash and flow.